There's only one thing that can kill crypto, send us straight into a bear market, and send you crying home to your mother. And it's on my screen right here. Guys, I said that I wasn't going to film a video today because there's not much else to talk about, so I'm filming a quick 5-minute update just to get your head in the right place for what's up with this market. Because there's only a couple things that matter. The first thing is pitchforks in the streets. The second thing is that inflation is at 40-year highs. And this chart right here, which is the stock market. Okay, so everyone on crypto is talking about the squiggly lines and how this relates to the 2017 Bitcoin cycle and how the Ethereum price predictions aren't playing out and how Plan B said it was going to be 100K. So when's it going to be 100K? None of that stuff matters, guys. None of it. I just need you to focus for just a second on the one thing that matters. Okay, here's what matters. Inflation is at a 40-year high. And this is what I got wrong about this whole thing, okay? I'll be very honest with you guys. I thought that we were going to go parabolic in December, go absolutely crazy in December because there's so much money printing. All of the cycles were playing out the exact same way, all the stuff that everyone else thought, right? But when stuff changes, you have to change your theses, right? And so that thesis has changed dramatically because I never thought that inflation would be so high publicly. I thought they would keep it under wraps. I thought that the Fed would say, hey, inflation's not that bad. Hey man, don't worry. We're stealing from you, but you don't know, right? No, I did not think that it would get to 6.8% and 2 months in a row, the highest in history, right? Because when people start to realize what's happening, then we get the pitchforks in the street. Let me just explain, okay? You see this chart? This is the stock market chart, okay? You see what happened? Look, COVID, boom, everything crashed. And then what happened? What happened after that? It's kind of crazy, right? Straight up, literally straight up with no, this is a monthly chart. Straight up with no pauses. Every single month higher than the last since we had COVID. What caused that? Is that because everyone was working? Is that because the economy was really strong? Is that because people were producing productive assets for the society? No. It was caused 100% completely, not a debate, by money printing. They started printing heavily. They started buying everything. I could get into the details of how this all works because I actually study this stuff. You guys think I'm just all about altcoins and 100x coins. No, I actually know the backbone of this market. Okay, that's why I'm good at this stuff. But anyway, this is just literally artificial manipulation. They just bought everything. They said, you thought the market was going to go down. No, we're just going to pump the market to the moon. We're just going to absolutely buy every asset, we're going to print the money, we're going to buy stuff so that the market can go up. We're basically providing liquidity to the market. That's what they've been doing for the past, 18 months now? It's been absolutely insane. And so here's the rub though, guys. Here's the rub. They were able to do that because inflation wasn't crazy. Inflation wasn't off the charts. People weren't walking to the grocery store. They weren't walking over here to their refrigerator and they weren't like, hey guys, look at this fridge, by the way. This is so crazy. Watch this. They weren't looking in their fridge and they weren't saying, guys, my eggs are more expensive. That wasn't happening. So they were free to make the rich people richer. Like people like me were just getting richer, right? Boom, boom. Like if you owned assets, if you owned Bitcoin, if you owned stocks, straight up and to the right. And that was great, right? That was great while it lasted. But here's the problem. Here's the rub. Pitchforks in the streets. You're probably wondering, what does that mean? That means that when the 99% of people, not the people that live in this house like me and have a chandelier that I purchased when Bitcoin was $4,000, okay? And so that chandelier, it took 2 years to get into my house, okay? And now it's worth 1 Bitcoin. It's beautiful, but it's a $50,000 chandelier, right? Like people like me, right? We're the ones that are benefiting from this. We're the 1%ers, right? And I'm not trying to be like annoying. I know there's a lot of you watching the channel that are like, Kale, you're so annoying, whatever. I'm just being honest with you. The only people that have benefited from this are people like me, okay? The people that are getting screwed by this are the people that are working at a bartending job, the people that are working for $15 an hour at Kohl's, maybe $10 an hour, The inflation screws them over. It's literally like stealing from them, okay? And so I probably sound like a Bitcoin maximalist here. So if you're new to the channel, this is not normally what I do here because this is like the Bitcoin maximalist credo. But what the maximalists don't understand here, guys, is they think that inflation is good for Bitcoin. And I've seen this on Twitter all week, so I had to make a video and just rant because this is so stupid. Inflation is not good for Bitcoin when the Federal Reserve comes in and changes things. So here's what they're going to have to do. I'm just going to tell you, this is happening next week. On Wednesday, they are meeting, okay? They are meeting. The Federal Reserve is meeting on Wednesday. And they're going to have to talk about this. And they're going to have to talk about, are we going to adjust our policies, which have led the rich to get richer? Are we going to have to stop printing money slowly here to cool off this market? Maybe cool this off just a little bit. It doesn't have to go straight up all the time, Jerome. Are we going to cool this off slightly so that we don't get killed in the streets? And if I'm sitting there thinking of this, like if I'm a politician, right? All right, I want to get reelected. Okay, that's number one. I want to get reelected. I don't want to die. I don't want everyone to revolt and be the most worst remembered politician in history. And that's what happens if inflation keeps going up. So this is like a big X, like no, no, no. They also want the stock market to go up, right? Of course they do. It's good for politics. It's good for their image. If the stock market goes up, that's wonderful. That's wondrous. But which one is more important? Avoiding the pitchforks in the street or making the stock market go up forever? I personally think, I'm not a mathematician, I'm not a genius, but I think they're going to try to avoid this more importantly. So I'm pretty confident, I don't know, I would say 70 to 85% chance. Next Wednesday when they meet at the Federal Reserve meeting, it's called FOMC, you can search it on Twitter. When they meet, they are going to be heavy-handed. They're going to talk about tapering. They're going to talk about raising interest rates. The market has priced it in to some degree, right? The market has said, okay, we know you're going to do that. That's cool. We'll call your bluff. We'll call your bluff and we'll just keep going up. However, it is of my opinion, it's just my opinion, that they are going to say things that the market does not expect on Wednesday. They are going to come in heavier and harder to make sure to crush this inflation thing once and for all. There's no Santa Claus rally this year. Sorry, Santa. No presents under the tree for you. We literally have 2 presents under the tree. There's no Santa Claus rally for you this year, stock market, because we cannot, if this keeps going up, if this line keeps going up, inflation is going to keep going up, and there is going to be pitchforks in the street. So what am I saying? Overall, wrap it up, 6 minutes in. I just want this to be over. They are not going to let inflation go crazy. I'm telling you right now. So I think December is going to be very choppy. Go watch my video from yesterday. I talk about exactly how I'm going to play this market. I'm basically just going to trade the range on Ethereum, a few $1,000 range on Ethereum. And then I expect it by January or maybe around Christmas time. We need to give it a couple weeks here, guys. I'm not going to lie. I think the next couple weeks are a bad time to be trading crypto. I think go outside, do something with your family, do something different. Because the opportunity is coming, but it's not coming right away. I think it's going to come later in the month, and we are going to go back up. Same thing in January, we're going to go back up because the market will eventually get used to the fact, right, that they're not going to print that much money anymore. They're going to slow it down. I think the market will get used to that. And we'll still have our parabolic rally here because crypto is just too strong. There's too much adoption. I think, however, once again, just for those moon boys in the back, things have changed. It's totally different than 2017. We are in uncharted waters. So there is no guarantee that this has to keep going up forever, guys. And if the stock market doesn't go up, Bitcoin, crypto, all your altcoins ain't gonna go up. So stop worrying about all these little charts and all these little patterns and all these little moving averages and all these little influencers who are like, I know it's going to 100K by March. No one knew. I thought it was going to 100K by December. I was wrong. Everyone was wrong. And now we are in uncharted waters, and the only thing you need to be watching is the stock market. That's it. Drop the mic. Boom. Love you guys. See ya. Bye.